This is the Dead Sea, located in Namibia South-West Africa, in the Kars region. The Dead Sea was hijacked. Hijack means unlawful seizure of property and transporting it to a different location for use for one's own purposes. There is a thief among us, a copycat, a forger, and a hijacker among us. Pay close attention and listen carefully as we take a look at the Dead Sea with a comparison contrast of the original Dead Sea in Namibia and the copycat and forged Dead Sea in the Middle East.
This is it. This is the Dead Sea. The Dead Sea. This is what we're looking at. This is what you are viewing through satellite. This is not a picture, drawing, nor painting. This is the real, actual thing. The historical, the biblical, the scriptural Dead Sea, the one you find in history. This is it here. This is how it looks. This is its shape. This is its topology. The Dead Sea. Now the Dead Sea, notice, take a good view, a good look at the border, perimeter, the shape, the outline of the Dead Sea. Take a real good look at it. There's a peninsula here called the Lassan Peninsula. But the original black Jews, they did not use this term to refer to this land mass here. But nonetheless, this has been called the Lassan Peninsula. Keep that in mind. And look at the borders, the perimeter of the Dead Sea. Notice the shape of it. All along here, all around here. The Dead Sea here. Now the scholars, the academia, so-called scholars in academia, they coined this term Dead Sea for the sole purpose of hiding, concealing, and covering up many historical things. The indigenous people of Namibia, Southwest Africa, and the Kars region, which is what we are looking at here, they referred to the Dead Sea. They call this body of water Gurachab. Gurachab is Kwekwe. And Gurachab and Kwekwe, that means Lion River. And Lion River can only refer to Judah, the land of Judah, the tribe of Judah, because it is in scripture where we find that Judah is a lion. So Gurachab and Kwekwe means Lion River. And the name has been changed to the Dead Sea by the scholars for the sole purpose of covering history up. But keep in mind the shape of this here, this lake. Now, according to Josephus, during the 1st century and prior, the original black Jews, they referred to this body of water as Lake Asphaltitis. Because in Lake Asphaltitis, there is, during their time and even now, there's a lot of asphalt. A lot of asphalt found in this lake. And during that time, the Egyptians and other nations, they came to this area. They bought and traded with the people of Judah. They got the asphalt, and they used the asphalt for mending bricks and other ancient structures. Ships was among them, and other things. So asphalt was a precious commodity during the 1st century and prior to the 1st century. It was very precious. That's why this thing is called, this lake is called Lake Asphaltitis. Now, Asphaltitis, that word, that term is Greek. That lets us know that the original black Jews, some of them, not all but some, during the 1st century and some prior to the 1st century, they had conformed to Hellenism. They have conformed to the Greek civilization, the Greek thought system. And as a result, some, not all, some of them have adopted the term Asphaltitis to apply and identify this body of water here. So that's where the Greek word Asphaltitis comes from, and we get that from Josephus in his writing. Now, what is significant about the shape and structure of the Dead Sea is this. This is the Dead Sea that we looked at. This is located in Namibia, Southwest Africa, in the Karas region. This is located in the Middle East. But notice the shape and structure of this body of water in comparison to this one. You will see a similarity in this shape compared to this. And such similarity lets us know that there has been and still is a copycat at hand. There is a thief among us, a thief with deep pockets, a thief that embellishes the truth, a thief that hides the truth, a thief that lies about the truth and will kill to maintain the lie about the truth. This thief moves and behaves in a tactical manner, and that's what we're looking at here. This is the original Dead Sea with this peninsula. This is the copycat from the copycat himself. The forger and hijacker have did his best to shape, form, and conform this sea, this man-made lake, to look like the original. Notice the structure of this copycat here. Goes all along here, and there is a peninsula here in the fraudulent one, and this one comes along here, and a peninsula all along here with the original. With this peninsula, notice right here, this piece of land, this slight elevation of land here, you're going to find right here. You have the peninsula here, comes down here, then a slight elevation right here. That's the fraudulent one, and this is the original one. You have the peninsula here. It comes along all down here, then the slight elevation of land right here. Right here. This is the copy. This is the original. The copy, the original. Middle East, Namibia, Southwest Africa. So there's a copycat, and a copycat is criminal behavior punishable by law. And with the copycat, you have the forger, and forgery is criminal behavior punishable by law. With the copycat and forgery, you have the hijacker. Hijack is criminal behavior punishable by law. And that's what you are viewing right here. The original, the fake, the copycat, forger, and hijacker. So the Dead Sea has been hijacked, has been copied, forged, and hijacked, moved and removed, placed and replaced in the Middle East. The fraudulent location that is like Universal Studios, a set. As Universal Studios, they build sets for their movies. That's what the Middle East is. The Dead Sea, the original, has been copied, forged, and hijacked, moved to the Middle East. But this is the original here. The original Dead Sea, the one of history, the one in the Old and New Testament. This is not found in Scripture because it is man-made. It is a copy of this one here. And so the Lake Asphaltitis, this is historical. Good child. The Dead Sea.
Now we know the original and historical Dead Sea is the one in Namibia, Southwest Africa. Now we know, the Dead Sea in the Middle East is fake, it's a copy of the original, a forgery of the original, and it is the result of a hijack that has been moved to the Middle East, and it is also a man-made lake. The historical, the biblical, the scriptural Dead Sea is in Namibia. There is a thief among us, and this thief moves in a tactical manner of deception and lies. But these are the days of revelation from the Most High. Let the truth be told.